fell! He's out of the ring!
Wait!
Looks like you're the one with nowhere to run.
It's a blowout.
No, it's not. It seems that hit fellow is beginning to adapt to Dispo's speed now.
Are you sure?
He fell! He's out of the ring!
Wait!
Looks like you're the one with nowhere to run.
It's a blowout.
No, it's not. It seems that hit fellow is beginning to adapt to Dispo's speed now.
Are you sure?
He fell! He's out of the ring!
Wait!
Looks like you're the one with nowhere to run. Looks like you're the one with nowhere to run.
It's a blowout.
No, it's not. It seems that hit fellow is beginning to adapt to dispo speed now.
Are you sure?
Fell. He's out of the ring!
Looks like you're the one with nowhere to run.
It's a blowout.
No, it's not. It seems that hit fellow is beginning to adapt to dispo speed now.
Are you sure?
Fell. He's out of the ring!
Looks like you're the one with nowhere to run.
Good afternoon, Campbell Spartans. We're here for a Spirit Night at the McDaniel Stadium. A rainy day. Both teams coming off wins in the last couple of their games. Manny, how are you feeling about this game?
I feel this game could go either way. I haven't seen Carrollton play on their own, but I mean, today's the first for me, and they could play good, but Campbell could also play good. In the end, whoever's the best wins.
Yeah, definitely. For the girls side, I definitely saw a better chance for a win for the girls. But for the boys, on the other hand, the boys are gonna have to put in a lot more effort. Hearing that the Carrollton boys.
Yeah, Carrollton is pretty good at sports in general. They're like one of the best football teams in the state, as well as they have a pretty good basketball team as well. But we'll see how good their soccer team is. Hey, Caleb, do you think this win may be a problem with the ball going in different directions?
I'm not sure. Well, depends on the lightness of the soccer ball. Never really experienced the game in this much rain and wind.
Yeah, you're right. But
So
there's no doubt that this win will, cause an alteration in some plays.
yeah, definitely ball is going in directions that the players don't intend with the amount of wind blowing. But we'll see if the players will have it under control.
Yeah, it's just something that they'll have to overcome.
For the starters for Campbell, we have Avery Graham, Ava Cook, Kayla McMillan, Haley Wilson, Lucy Yazzo, Kate Dabson, Mia Mitchell, Brooke Suttle, and Maya Datlin. Mariah Stevenson out this Friday. Let's see how the Spartans perform without her.
Yeah, Stevenson is a very important player here. The other games that she's played, she's always been a key role. And let's see how Campbell could handle it without her today.
We're going to have Carrollton kick it in. She tries to go way out. Tries to get it to Thomas. She didn't receive it on time.
Timing is essential when it comes to pushing in the front, pushing towards the opposition side.
It's going to be thrown in by the Spartans. Caught by Cook. Cook gets it to Slim. Slim dribbles it out. Gets it to Nakwacha. Nakwacha trying to get through that, but it's picked off by Grizzard. It's going to be thrown in by Wilson. It's kind of too far off, and it's got it by Tolleson. They get it back. Wilson retrieves it back, kicks it, tries to get it way out. Headed by a Trojan.
By Morgan Grizzard, a header.
Kicked out. Millen gets it out to Graham. Graham kicks it out to Wilson. Wilson finding her way to Cook. Cook tries to get it. To try to reach Dallin. She didn't run out far enough. Thrown in, picked off, kicked way up by Dallin. Looks like she tried to get to Nakwacha, but it was caught by the keeper, Burba. Kicked out by Burba.
The keeper had her eye on that ball from far away, and that's pretty good because when the ball's coming at you, it's just something that you got to pay attention on.
Like Lucy Yazzo trying to preserve. On the way, looks like something was called.
Offside, but to my eyes, it didn't really look like an offside. But ref knows best.
It's gonna be thrown in by Gonzalez. She butts it out of bounds. It's gonna be thrown in by McMillan for the Spartans. Caught by Dabson. Dabson out to Subtle. Her first game back after her basketball season. It's like picked off by Ahoya, tries to get it out to Thomas, but Wilson, good job of guarding that area. It's going to be thrown in by Wilson. It's subtle. So gets it out, picked off by Ahoya. Back and forth, Sim dribbling it out, tries to get it way out. So it was retrieved by Burba. She's gonna kick it in.
Lucy has so far contributed pretty well, finding space where the ball is going to, and then reclaiming possession for the Spartans.
Quasha taking a hit there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad hit right there, but she gets right back up. You know.
Got a back and forth absent, a subtle. Let's get it to Sim. It's a little miss on the pass. Thrown in by Sim. Cook tries to get her way around, tries to get it to Sim. Sim tries to go for it. It's kicked out of bounds by the Trojan. It's thrown in by Cook. Quacha to Cook, and Cook tries to go way up, but it's over.
There were better decisions than to shoot that as a lucky shot. Could have gone to number 8 for the Spartans, Haley Wilson, and then it could have started to play from there once again.
Yeah, definitely different ways to see how to get the ball closest to the goal. It's like Thomas tried to get it to Bergenganger. It's going to be thrown in by Wilson, I think. Sim gets it to McMillan. McMillan tries to find her way around. Actually doing good at that, going through. To get it to Quacha. If she was further down, she would have got that. Quacha fighting her way. Picking up by Dallin. So he was kicked out by, I think, Cook.
We've had quite a few throw-ins right now, and these throw-ins, you know, they're the things that flip the ball from going either side.
Yeah, bit of a slow start for both teams so far. That means both teams having good defense. We kicked way out for the Trojan. Caught by Dabson. Dabson gives it back out to Subtle. Subtle gets to Sim. It's Yazo. Sorry. Subtle finding a way. It's kicked out, received by the Trojan.
If the Spartans decide to kick the ball up the field with a bit less speed, the players could probably get up onto it and start pushing further.
Definitely. Cook.
Oh, I like that one. That was a good. That was a
look
good
for
pass.
Sim. But caught by Burba. It's probably the best look so far in this game, to be honest. It's going to be thrown in by Tollerson. It's picked off by Sim. Sim finds the Quacha, and the Quacha tries to get it off the touch, but it's picked off by a Trojan. It's kicked back by Dabson, I think. Sim, another look. Oh, but the Quacha couldn't get the proper touch on it.
That was that was a pretty ideal pass to get, but unfortunately, the ball wasn't where it didn't end up where it should have ended up.
Yeah, definitely. Sim, in my opinion, providing some of the good looks. Last couple of good looks for the Spartans. A lot of good ball handling. It's going to be kicked in by the Trojan. Kicked out. think off of Colquitt's touch. It's going to be thrown in by the Trojan. Retrieved. McMillan kicks it up and out. Trojan falling. Cook retrieving it. Gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell finding her way around. Gets to Cook. Cook has to go in deep for the shot. But it's touched by the Trojan. Allowed that to misfire.
A couple falls and slips right now. It could be that the rain is getting onto the turf, and it's starting to make the turf feel a bit more slippery.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing the effect of the rain in these first couple of minutes.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how the plays could be if it wasn't raining.
Yeah. Oh. Subtle. She got a better touch on that. It would have went in, but it was too high up.
Yeah, just a little bit too high for it to go in.
Looks like it's going to be kicked in by Hanley. Caught by a Spartan. Kicked out. It was caught by Dapson. Dapson has to find Wilson. It's kicked out. It's going to be thrown in by Tollerson. Caught by Thomas. Thomas tries to get it way out. It's caught by Dapson.
Absent with a good sense of awareness each time the ball comes up to her.
Sure. It's like Cross tried to get it out to Hadley, but it was misfired. So it was thrown in by the Spartans. Quacha retrieves it. Kind of a double team there. Took him back by the Trojans. And Yazo fights for it. Gets it to Cook. Nakwacha. To Sim. Sim to Cook. Cook to Dabson. Alone. And she kicks it a little far to the right.
Not a bad decision to kick it from the 20-yard line. Although it may be rare to see goals scored from that far, it still wasn't a bad decision.
Yeah, definitely. If it had a little more power and a little more accuracy, had a good chance. It's going to be kicked in by Thomas. Oh, got it back. It's going to be received by Evansburg. Oh, good touch there. Looking for a break. And she stops, collects. That was a good defensive effort by the Spartan. It's like Miller is going to find Cook and deliver.
That looked to be an accidental touch by Cook, but it ended up working in her favor because it got her away from one of the opposition players and got her to passing the ball to Lucy.
Looks like it was kicked out by a Trojan. It's going to be a Spartans ball. It's going to be kicked or passed by Dabson. Dabson, it's to Mitchell. Mitchell. McMillan, a little back and forth. Yazo finding her way around. To get it way out to Cook. Finds a Quacha. Quacha tries to get it to Dallin. It's back to Cook. Back out to Yazo.
Smart from Yazo. You can tell that she's very tactical by the fact that every time the ball comes up to her, she does a little turn to the back to see if any players are on her.
Yeah, definitely. Has a good vision for the field. Notice her calling the plays, the hand signals.
Yeah, especially when she did a little through ball. That was a really good through ball.
It's like Yazo tries to get it to the corner over there to Wilson. It's picked off by the Trojan. It was gotten back and caught by McMillan. So again, tries to get it over to Colquitt, but it's kicked out. It's going to be thrown in by McMillan for the Spartans. Received by Yazo. And Cook trying to keep it, but it's picked off. Received by Wilson. It's going to be out. She's going to throw it in to Cook. Yazo with a good stretch on the leg there. Nakwacha looking to get that. Oh, good pick off by her. Oh, good move by Nakwacha. That was nice.
Ooh, that trick made me jump a bit. It's been a while since I've seen one of those in a live game.
For real. It's like move by Nakwacha. If she could have got further into that lion's den.
Yeah, executed perfectly too. You could tell that that was based off of her instincts rather than her thinking about it.
Yeah. It's gonna be kicked in from the side from Emma Sim. Oh, a lot of misfire. It's like Dallin is kind of fighting for it there. It's picked off by the Trojan. Tries to pass it way out for the break. Oh, it's moving. A little good effort to get to the ball. The little Trojan. It's going to be thrown in by McMillan for the Spartans. Oh, Yazo tries to get it. It's going to be caught by Avery Graham. She's going to pass it in to Brooke Suttle. Wilson to Yazo. Yazo looking to reset back to Avery Graham. To Suttle. Back to Wilson. Wilson in between. Tries to get it to Cook, but it's picked up by Nwacha. Nwacha or Cook tries to get it to Sim, but it's too far out. Gonna be thrown in by Tollerson. Kicked right back out.
The rain has definitely affected the touch of the players for both teams. You could tell that their touch is a bit off, and I'd say it's because of the rain making the ball a bit more slippery.
Yeah, definitely the ball being more just wet, just harder to manage. Not a lot of accurate passes and opportunities. Yeah, that definitely showed it there. You told you tried to get that to Gatlin, but it was, like I said, the slipperiness of the ball.
Yeah, also by experience, whenever it rains, your hair just gets in your eyes, and sometimes you can't see at all when you're playing in the rain.
So it was kicked out. Kayla McMillan is going to throw it in. It slipped off somebody's head.
Checking in for the Spartans, number 13, Sydney Mitchell.
For the Spartans, we're going to have number 13, Sydney Mitchell, and for number 23, Mia Datlin. It's like it was hit out again. It's like by a Trojan. It's gonna be passed in by a Spartan. Yazo is going to get it to the side to Kwacha. Kwacha tries to get it in the middle. It's hit off, back out by Trojan, received by Subtle. Yazo trying to fire away around. Picked up by Nakwacha, back to Yazo. Yazo way out to McMillan. Tries to go straight for it, but it's butted by a Trojan. They kick it way out. It's received back by Subtle. Yazo back out to Subtle. Subtle to Mitchell. Let's get it into Nakwacha, but it's kicked off by a Trojan. So he tried to get to Mitchell, but it's picked off by Trojan again. Looks like the Thomas decides to kick it out. The Trojans. It's Spartans ball. It's like Mia Mitchell's gonna throw it in. It's received by Yazo. It's picked off. Little fight there for the ball. And looks like it is a Trojans ball. It's going to be thrown in by Handley. Kicked in. Looks like Wilson's going to throw it in after that. Yazo receives it. Kicked right back out from the Trojan.
Good clean tackle from Aspen. It's not too aggressive, but it gets the job done and takes the ball away from the opposition.
It's like Sims. It's a good look, but the keeper, Burba, got to it before. It's hit off the head by Subtle. Subtle, it's a Cook. Think she tried to get it to Mitchell, but it was picked off. It's a Spartans ball.
From the 26-yard line, this could be a danger for the Trojans.
Good shot, but even better goaltending.
Yeah, the rain didn't affect her gloves, making it slippery. No. She touched the ball with grip and stopped it from going in.
Definitely an underrated effort for the Trojans goalkeeper, Yasia Barba. Being able to stop some goals for the Spartans been trying to put up so far. Spartans stopped that little break. It's like Wilson's gonna kick it out, trying to find a Kwacha, but she's not in the spot she wanted her to be. It's gonna be received by the Trojan, kicked out. She looks like she ran out. It's gonna be thrown in by Haley Wilson. Received by Yazo. She kicks it out to reset to Dapson. It's to McMillan, and she didn't get the touch that she was wishing for on that. It's going to be the Trojans' ball. It's going to be thrown in, received by Navas. Well, taken by Cook. It's like she kicks it out.
Yeah, I see that as an offside. She was a little too she was a bit ahead of the Trojans' defense.
The Trojans are going to kick it in. It's hit off the head by Yazo. Cook to Nakwacha, but it's taken by the Trojans. It's back to the Spartans. Mia Mitchell out to Dapson. Not really sure who she tried to get it to there. A little back and forth. Yazo trying to keep it alive, but the Trojans off. They should get way out, but Graham's gonna pick it up.
I think Gonzalez could have reached that if she just ran. If she didn't give up on the run, I think she could have reached that and scored it.
Yeah, definitely. So Cook. Pass by Cook is going to be caught by Mitchell, but it's picked off. Yazo trying to get it way out to Sim, and she gets it. Maybe trying to find her way around this. It's kicked out. Subtle retrieves it. It's kicked back out.
Oh, this
Looks
could
like
be it. Oh.
it's going to be out. Manny, how are you feeling about this game so far?
I see the Spartans as a bit more dominant right now, but the Trojans are actually having a pretty good defense right now as well.
Yeah. Oh, you got it. Yeah, definitely the Spartans have the better opportunities, like at the goal, but haven't been able to score. The Spartans definitely the better team so far, ball handling wise. It's like Sim, little hit. Sim's gonna try to get that back. Oh, little trip fest here. Going back by the Trojans. Picked off by Mitchell. She gets it. And the Trojans kick it out. Navas gets it. Cook dribbling around, gets to Mitchell. Mitchell finding her way down. And fighting and gets hit back by the Trojan.
That was some good chemistry between Cook and Mitchell. They knew exactly where they were, and they were able to pass to each other quite well.
So Yazo's gonna get it out to Wilson. Wilson finds Sim. Just get it back to Yazo. It's like she allowed it to go out.
A bit of a wasted pass right there.
Looks like
Spartan substitution number 15, Aiden Bosek.
looks like we're gonna have Hayden Bosek in for Ava Cook for the Spartans. Thrown in by the Trojans. Rain getting a bit heavier.
Yeah, this rain would definitely have a bit of an impact on how these teams play.
It's thrown in by Wilson. Headbutted by Nakwacha to go out to the Trojans. Be thrown in by Tollerson.
On the bright side, though, there doesn't seem to be any sign of lightning, so the game is gonna keep going on.
Mitchell finds gets it out to McMitchell again. Gets it in the middle to Bossack. And she goes for the goal, and it's retrieved by Barva.
She hasn't let any shot on target slip away from her, and that's one of the key things that can make a difference in the game.
Yeah, good. Not really a good offensive start for the Trojans. Oh, a little slip there. I was saying not really a good offensive start for the Trojans, but definitely a good defensive start for Barbara, the goalkeeper herself.
Luckily for the Trojans, she recovered that ball, but If she didn't, I could have been a pretty silent bus ride home.
I think the disadvantages of the rain.
Yes, definitely for the rain.
It's like Subtle's gonna get it to Yazo. Yazo looking. Gets to Sim. It's Nakwacha.
Perfect. She just got to look into the middle.
Just gotta finds. Looks like Mitchell in the middle, and but it's caught by Barbara.
Didn't quite get that good of a touch on it, but it was a very good opportunity for her.
A number of good looks. The Spartans. It's like it's kicked in. Tollerson tried to get a touch on it, but it wasn't good. Like we're gonna have number 11 Hannah O'Hegarty in for Hannah Sim.
Spartans number 1, Ava Cook. Entering the game also for the Spartans number 11, Hannah O'Hegarty.
And Ava Cook in for Nakwacha. So Dabson will stumble there. Subtle finds Wilson, gets it way up to get it to Yazo, but she misses it with her head. It's going to be retrieved by the Trojan. Trojan kicks it out, received by Yazo, gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell to Cook. Cook to McMillan.
Yazo seems to be a magnet to the ball. Wherever she goes, the ball comes towards her, or she goes towards the ball.
Shot by
Ladies
McMillan.
and gentlemen, if you registered your child for Spirit Night this evening and are hoping to participate in the PK contest at halftime, please go ahead and make your way to the gate and the balloon arch.
It's going to be kicked in by the Trojan.
Sounds like we're gonna have a PK contest during halftime.
And retrieved by Haley Wilson. She kicks it out. Trojan gets to Tolleson. McMillan steals it. It's hit off. Mitchell has to go straight for it, but it's retrieved by Barbara once again.
If McMillan was able to complete that pass, that would have been an amazing opportunity for the Spartans to get onto the score sheet.
Cook to McMillan. It's a good touch. McMillan looks like back to Cook, but it's taken off for the Trojan. It's like try to get it way out to their Corez. But Dabson gets it out to O'Hegarty. And Dabson looking for Haley. For Wilson, it's 2. She wasn't in the right place. It's like Tollerson's going to throw it in for the Trojans. Try to kick it way out. Looks like Brooke Suttle's going to throw it in. Or Emma Sim. Sorry about that. It's caught by Mitchell. Mitchell trying to find her way out. It's hit out. It's a Spartans ball thrown in by Haley Wilson. Mitchell tries to retrieve it. It looks like she maybe kicked the Trojan in the thigh. I don't know. But it will be the Trojans' ball. It looks like the ball is just slipping off of everybody's body the last couple of minutes.
The spectators came prepared with their umbrellas. I'm looking down at the stands, and everyone has one.
I would too.
Me too, I would. I got mine in my bag, actually.
Should have brought mine. Like Thomas is gonna kick it in. Oh, it's going to be caught by Graham. Good catch by Avery Graham.
Graham is the Spartans' greatest wall here today.
Kicked out by Graham. Looks like there's a little complication there. Looks like Ballsack is going to have it. To Yazo. It's to Haley. Back to Yazo. Yazo tries to get his Nakwacha. It's retrieved by the Trojans. It was kicked out by a Trojan. It's a Spartans ball. Haley Wilson is going to pass it in. Mitchell to Yazo. Wilson to Mitchell. It's picked off by a Trojan.
Finding space, she found a huge gap of open space, and that could have been her opportunity to slow down a bit and slow down the play, giving her team an advantage.
So we're going to have Lucy Yazo dribbling around. Gets it out to Haley Wilson to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to get it back to Wilson, but she wasn't in the right place, the right time.
The way Lucy Yazo dribbles around the field, it makes it seem like this is just her playground.
Looks like it's a Trojans ball. They're going to pass it in. It's picked off by Subtle. She hits it out. Go back to the Trojans. Hit out again, and we'll go to the Spartans. Retrieved by Cook. Looks like she tried to get it out to Bosak. It's way out. Like 5 minutes left in the quarter. Nobody has scored yet. Say, of course, due to the rain and the slipperiness of the ball.
Yeah, and the water potentially blinding some players.
Yeah. Oh, Subtle's going to get it to Yazo. Yazo's going to try to find her way down. It's picked off by the Trojan. It's like Wilson tried to hit it off there. They retrieve it back. Retrieved by Wilson. Wilson tries to get it way out to Cook. And she receives it. Oh, good stop there.
Cook read the defender's move and decided that the best move for her was to turn the other direction. Very good move on her.
Yeah, definitely a good way to get rid of the defender by Cook. One of the many good ball handlers on this Spartan girls team. It's going to be kicked in by the Trojan, headbutted by Yazo. Looks like Cook is going to think she went for the shot, but it's caught by Burba. She's going to kick it in.
Yeah, looking at her reaction, she was expecting one of her teammates to have made a run.
Retrieved by Subtle, gets it to McMillan. McMillan kind of slipped off her foot there, and it's going to be kicked out by the Trojan. The Spartans are going to throw it in. Haley Wilson tried to get it to Cook. Just kicked back out. It's going to be the Spartans ball, thrown in by Wilson. Mitchell to Yazo. Yazo to McMillan. McMillan dribble right around, just to receive it to McMitchell. McMitchell shoots, and it's slightly off to the right.
This may have been one of the Spartans' closest opportunities in the first half.
It's going to be kicked in by the Trojan. Header by Yazo. It's like a player fell. But the Trojan side. It's going to be kicked by the Trojans. She hit off the head by Yazo. And Bozak hit out to Dapson. Dapson looking out, trying to find Mitchell, I think. And Dapson, a little break, find a little space there. She gets it to Cook. It's a bit too far. Cook fights for it. Oh, looks like almost did a good job of making it out of there.
Both the Spartans and the Trojans are warriors of ancient times, but these two teams are demonstrated by fighting for the ball.
It's like it was kicked straight to the goalie. It's like Burba is going to pass it in, retrieved by Subtle. Subtle out to Dapson. Dapson to O'Hegarty. Hegarty gets it out to Bozak. Bozak to Yazo. Yazo gets it to Mitchell. And oh, that was a good break. Only if a Spartan was there to kick it in.
That was from my angle, that looked like a very, very close look to almost being an own goal. The touch was just almost that off for it to go in.
Thrown in by Wilson. Retrieved by the Trojans, but it's gotten back by Graham. And Subtle dribbling around gets to Wilson. So it kind of slipped off her feet.
Yep.
There.
Cruz for the Trojans, she has the willpower and the speed, but she isn't getting the chances she needs in order to score. All right. You can hear me. You can hear me.
Hear me? What's up,
Okay,
Spartans? We are back for the second half. For the first quarter, both teams going back and forth. The Spartans definitely having better looks offensively, while the Trojans having better looks defensively. Good performance for Yasita Burba so far in the first quarter for the Trojans. And we're hopefully looking for a score in this second half. Manny, what do you think about the first half?
Yes, sir. We are back, and yes, in this first half, we saw a lot of good crosses from Lucy Yazo. She's done so many good crosses. One thing that I see that the Spartans kind of lack is a sense of awareness. I only see like a couple players looking back, but the rest, they're lacking that. But we'll see how much of an improvement we see in the second half.
We'll see. It was try to get kicked by the Trojan, but it's kicked out by Haley Wilson. The Trojans are going to throw it in. It's retrieved by a Trojan. Looks like Trojan trying to find her way out, fight her way out. It's retrieved back by the Spartans. Haley Wilson is going to throw it back in. It's hit off the head by Cook. And a little trouble there. Picked up by Nwacha. Gets it to Cook. Cook goes for the shot. A little off to the left.
Come on, Cook. Come on, Cook. I want to see you cook the Trojans. I want to see you cook the Trojans right now.
Looks like it's going to be kicked in by the Trojan. And retrieved by Sim. Sim looks like she took the spot of Stevenson tonight. Doing a good job of filling in her shoes. And it's like Sim is going to get it to the corner to Dabson. It's kicked way over. Oh, that would be Datlin. Sorry. And Burba is going to get it to the Trojan, and she's going to kick it in. Touched by Dabson. It's kicked out. Like the Trojan is going to miss it in the corner. It's going to be Spartans ball. Corner kick. And, it's like Nwacha was looking for the touch, but it was.
That would have been a perfect opportunity for the Spartans. The goalkeeper looks like she let her guard down a little, but that opportunity has long slipped away by now.
It's like Hadley is going to kick it in. It's going to be retrieved by Yazo. Mitchell receives it. Mitchell gets it to Cook. Ooh, Cook way over. That would be a field goal for football. Went through the. It's going to be kicked in by the Trojan. Hadley. Hit off the head by Gridger. Retrieved back by McMillan. McMillan. It's to Yazo. Yazo to the corner to Mitchell. Mitchell split. That was a good touch by Cook back to Mitchell. It's like tries to get off the head by Nwacha, but is hit the wrong side of the net.
And another potential perfect attack from there, but it lacked being perfect because it didn't go in the back of the net.
Yeah, Spartans like on the brink of scoring. So many good looks. Not a lot of completions on the play.
Kind of like I'm on the brink of tears right now.
Cook, oh my gosh. Good ball movements.
Yes, sir. She's cooking them now.
Cook is cooking. It's like Yazo's going to dribble. It's Nwacha. Gets kicked out, like from a little slip. It's going to be the Trojans' ball. We're going to have number 4, Nardas, for number 5, Tollerson for the Trojans. Kicked in the air by the Trojan. Hit off the leg by Wilson. The Trojan completely missed it there. Yazo has the ball. Gets it way out. Tries to get it way out to Mitchell. It goes out. It'll be the Trojans' ball.
It seems to be like the ball is going out of play every 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, definitely starting to look like the first half. Hoping the quarter is not like this the whole 34 minutes remaining. Hoping to see a goal by any team here.
Next time the Spartans get a free kick, I'd suggest Cook take it because I think the previous game she scored a free kick from the 30-yard line, I believe.
It's going to be kicked in by Headley, headed by Gonzalez. Looks like Gizarro tried to find Gonzalez, but is kicked off too far. Going to be thrown in by the Spartans. Tries to be received by Ava, but she took a push there, and they called something. So it's going to be kicked in by Yazo. Kicked. And it's completely missed, and it's gotten by Spartans. Yazo picks it off. McMillan trying to fight her way through, but it's picked back off by Gonzalez. McMitchell. It's kicked out. Subtle tries to retrieve it back. It's kicked back out by Graham. Mitchell, well, that'll be Dabson. Good move to get past the defender there. It's kicked away by the Trojan. Subtle tries to get it back. It will be retrieved by Bahum, which is just not checked in. She gets it to McMillan. And McMillan tries to get it to Cook, but it's too late. Goes right out. It's like we're going to have a substitution for the Trojans. Navas in for Colorado. Hit off the head by Nwacha, but didn't get the right touch.
To me, that kind of looked like a bit of a handball, but my eyes may be deceiving me right now.
Maybe it's just the rain.
Could be the rain. Yeah, you're right. Water does tend to reflect light differently.
It's going to be kicked in by Hadley. Retrieved by the Spartan. Dabson gets it over to Sim. Sim gets it to Wilson. Wilson, so he tried to get it to Nwacha, but it's hit off. Wilson gets to Subtle. Subtle out to McMillan. McMillan, good break.
She continues with that speed right now. She could end to the end of the yard, but she got trapped on that corner right
Definitely
there.
some good ground gain by McMillan there.
Yeah. Whenever a ball gets driven into the corner, you tend to get stuck right there.
It's going to be thrown in by McMillan. McMillan out to Yazo. Yazo making a move. Goes for the goal. That was in perfect positioning, but Yasida Burba again with the save to stop the Spartans from any scoring opportunities.
Yazo once again demonstrating that this is just a playground for her. with that body feint and that with that almost perfect shot onto the upper right corner.
Yeah, definitely for the distance. That was a good, very good accuracy. It was going to go straight in if Burba wasn't there to stop it. It's like Yazo's going to get it again. It's picked off by the Trojan. Seed by Dabson. Dabson to Cook. Cook to Yazo. Yazo again. Oh, right on the pole.
Right on the post.
The post for Yazo.
Hey, I know that was easy for y'all, though. That must have hurt the post. The post is crying right now with the amount of strength that hit it
Like
with.
target practice for, does it seem like that distance pretty accurate. It's like Subtle is gonna pick it up. Gets it out to Dabson. Dabson to Cook. Cook in the corner. So go up for it. It's caught. Oh, a little slipperiness. Looks like a little argument.
Might have been a penalty to me, honestly, because um, it looked like Morgan might intentionally kind of crushed the Spartan player onto the goalkeeper.
Spartan's just going out. Oh, kicked in. Oh, but it's not close to the goal.
She should have taken her time on there.
Yeah, definitely. Spartan's definitely going for it.
She had the space and she had the other team panicking. Her taking her time would have made it a guaranteed goal.
Spartan's definitely going for it these last couple of shots. A lot of good looks. A little hot potato by the Trojans. Subtle's going to kick it to Cook. Cook's going to try to fight her way to get it to Sim, but it's out. It was passed in. Header by the Trojan. It's picked off by the Spartans. Debson looks for Yazo and finds her. Yazo looking. Gets Mitchell to reset. Mitchell to McMillan. McMillan tries to get it back to Yazo, but it's picked off by the Trojan. The Trojan kicks it out. It's going to be the Spartans' ball. It's going to be thrown in by McMillan.
Oh, that was a clear handball. That was a clear handball by the Trojans. But these referees, oh my gosh, these referees. But that was a clear handball by the Trojans.
McMillan zooming her way through, but it gets picked off. Retrieved back by Yazo. To go around, but it gets kicked off by the Trojan. Gonna pass it in. Nwacha has to go ahead. Has to get it back through that space. It's a good defensive effort by the Trojan. Looks like the Trojans are going to kick it in. And it's going to retrieve by the Spartans. Yazo to kick it off. Datlin to Yazo. Yazo resets, gets it back out to Mitchell. Mitchell to Subtle. Subtle gets it to Dabson, but it's a bit too strong. I think one of the Trojans kick it out. It's going to be passed in by Haley Wilson. Nwacha gonna pass it out. Now Barba kick it in. And Barba is gonna kick it up. Dapson tries to find Datlin. Subtle. It's picked off by the Trojan. Yazo resets it back out to Mitchell. Mitchell finds McMillan and finds her. Abe Cook fighting for the ball. Datlin. Looks like it was a foul, and it's going to be thrown in by Ava Cook. Kicked.
The ref has been different than in previous games. Normally in previous games, there's a foul called every 5 minutes. Here, it's been pretty rare. I think this might have been one of the first ones.
Good opportunity for the Spartans there. Somebody was there at the right moment. Would have been a good look. It's like Suttle's going to get it to Dapson. Dapson's going to try to find her way around. Finds Wilson. And tries to get it in. And
Goal!
it's good! Goal!
The player demonstrates that the
And it's a
Spartans,
goal!
the Spartans are running together right now, demonstrating that good players inspire themselves, but great players inspire others.
Finally, after the long break, the Spartans score a goal. The long break for almost an hour. All the good looks. The Spartans finally score a goal. The Trojans hoping to return the favor with 24 minutes left.
They finally have the lead, but we'll see if they don't become sailmen and sell the game in the upcoming minutes.
Looks like the Trojans are going to kick it in. It's way out. Hopefully, we're going to see the Trojans pick up the intensity by seeing the other team score, which is what usually happens. And Mitchell gets it to McMillan. McMillan tries to fire away around. Tries to get it way out, but it's hit him by the header by the Trojan. And Cook takes it. Dapson wants to look around. She finds Wilson. Wilson back to Dapson. And a little traffic there, and it's taken by but it's backed by the Spartans. We're gonna have Yazo tries to get it to Datlin, but she takes it. Or a little miscommunication. So it's gonna be kicked. Kicked in by a Trojan. Received by, or head touched by a Trojan. Trojan trying to keep their ball alive. It's a good ball pass by them. Good touch by Wilson to get it back out. But it's taken back by the Trojan. Yazo retrieving it back, trying to get it way out to Nawacha.
The Trojans are lacking a bit of communication right now. They're stumbling upon their passes, and they just need to be better communicators, body language and voice-wise.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they can't get on their side of the field so far in the second half. Spartans definitely the dominant team, not even considering the one goal. I mean, considering that too, but also considering the amazing looks that they've had near the goal. It's going to be kicked in the corner by the Spartans. Lucy Yazo. And a little traffic. And, it is kicked, but it's up.
My mind is speechless, but there should be many more opportunities to come.
It's gonna be kicked in by the Trojan. It's gonna be caught by Trojan. McMillan gets it back. McMillan trying to find a run. Has to go straight forward through nutmegs. That would have been a nice goal if Berba didn't catch it, but looks like she nutmegged Hadley.
Shoot it from there. Shoot it from
Catch
there.
from
That's a
Datlin.
perfect angle.
Datlin looks like she went for the shot, but it was kind of way over to the left. It's going to be kicked in by the Trojan. It's like Mitchell is going to try to get to Cook, and she kicks it back out. Yazo. Find a way through, gets it to Datlin. Datlin to Cook. Cook to Yazo. Yazo. Go to the corner to Dapson. Dapson all the way to the side to Wilson. Wilson looks like she tried to get a little more power on that, but was interrupted by the Trojan. It's like Crows looking for a break, but defensive effort by Soto. She kicks it back out to Mitchell to reset. Mitchell to Yazo. Yazo looking out. And the play is Wilson. Caught. It's to Dapson. Dapson. Trying to find her way around. Gets it to Wilson. Wilson. A little back and forth. It's Dapson. Dapson hit off the Trojan. Soto gets it. Wilson. Looking around. Finds Yazo. Yazo gets a stop. Goes straight for the goal, and it's slightly off the pole to the left.
Yazo is still looking for that goal, and if she keeps being this consistent with the amount of shots she's taking, I'd be willing to bet that she's gonna take a goal home.
So we're gonna have number 16, Anna Tavita. We're gonna have 16 Kirk in for Navas for the Trojans. It's caught by McMillan. McMillan trying to find her way around. Finds Datlin. Datlin tries to go straight for the pass for Cook, but it's deflected. Picked off by the Trojans. Mitchell to get it to McMillan. Mitchell again to McMillan, but she kicks it out. It'll be the Trojans' ball. Passed in by Everenberger. And it's touched by the Spartan. Oh, Trojan. It's going to be passed in by McMillan. Hit off the head by Lucy, by Yazo. Passed out to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to find Cook. Dapson to Yazo. Hit right off her. Looked like a handball, but it's like it wasn't called.
Yeah, they were arguing over that handball, but I mean, there hasn't been many calls being called right now.
Yeah, looks like it's a little spin on the ball there. Cook going straight for the throat. She gets kicked out by the Trojan. Trojan kicking it back out. Trojan's just looking for a break here. The Spartans' defense is too overpowered, it seems here. It's like Yazo's going to kick it out. She tries to find Mitchell, but she's too close, a little too much power in that kick.
Cristiano Ronaldo on the ball right now.
Looks like Mitchell's gonna throw it into Nakwacha. To Dapson. Dapson gets it to Yazo. Yazo maybe looking for the shot, and she tries to hit it in, but it's hit off, deflected by a Trojan. Trojan trying to kick it out to gain some ground. So it's going to be retrieved by McMillan. McMillan trying to find her way.
Ooh, McMillan just took out three players.
Trying to save it, gain some ground.
That
Smith-
was
oh, that
was-
looked like a back kick. That was so close to getting in by Mitchell.
That would have been a very spectacular goal, but it wasn't.
Would have been. That would have been a beautiful goal if. Oh, back kick. Gonna be thrown in by Wilson.
Goal right here.
Mitchell trying to redeem herself.
Goal right here. Oh, yeah, she got tired.
But it's a little too much ahead of her. And the Trojans get it back. Retrieved by Subtle. Yazo fighting for it to get back in that Lions den. Yazo to Dapson. It's kicked back by the Trojan. And it's kicked out to the keeper, Avery Graham. She kicks it out. Looks like Yazo gets it back. Looks like last touch by the Trojan. It'll be the Spartans' ball.
Entering the game for the Trojans, number 3, Sherlyn Quinones. And then for the Spartans, number 4, Rachel Knight.
It's like Rachel Knight is going to go in for Kayla McMillan for the Spartans. So that was somebody else. Sorry about that. It's going to kick by Cook. Nakwacha.
Got a bit nervous with that final shot.
Except the accuracy on that shot. If she just had a little more time to think or a little more precision, that would have been a goal. It's going to be passed into Nakwacha. It's hit out.
Both the wind and water seem to have picked up right now.
Yeah, definitely the two worst combos in soccer.
Oh, wow. And the wind is heading towards the direction of the goal. This could be an advantage for the Campbell Spartans right here.
And definitely seeing it as an advantage in this first half. It's going to have a corner kick to Yazo.
Oh, I thought that went in.
Thought that was okay. That was just hit at the side of the goal. Yeah, I was saying definitely the wind. With the wind, the ball going places you don't want it to go, and with the wetness, the ball is just out of your control. Spartans definitely doing a good job of keeping the ball under control to their advantage with the wetness. Definitely the wind is a part of why some of those shots haven't went in. He's going to be kicked out by Cook. It's going to be thrown in by the Trojan. And Trojan trying to gain some ground, getting closer to the ball. Way out in the corner. Try to look for the goal, but it's caught by Avery Graham. And yeah, definitely in this wet weather, goalie definitely has the most important role.
Yeah, the goalie's role, the difficulty of the goalie's role increases by a lot with this wet weather. Ooh, that's a
McMillan
foul.
stripped up there, gets to Dallin. That's a foul. gonna have kick by Ava Cook.
Own goal, and it's an own goal.
Looks like the Trojan gave the other team a goal. That is such an unfortunate thing to happen.
Goal!
That's probably the worst thing that could happen as like another team, giving the other team a goal. But the Spartans are up 2-1.
2-0.
Wow, that is. It's almost like when I scored on the wrong goal when I used to play basketball.
But from
Second
previous
grade.
games, 2-0 is normally considered a dead zone because it's the most dangerous score line to be in.
Definitely. 10 minutes left. The Trojans could possibly make something happen.
With 10 minutes, I think it's unlikely, but we've seen
Yeah.
crazier things.
Especially in this weather.
Yeah, in this weather, yeah.
No wind to their disadvantage.
From our view, it kind of looks like snow a little bit, but
Yeah. So we're gonna have a little kick around Cook. Send out to Mitchell. Mitchell to Pierce. Pierce to McMillan. McMillan. So he try to get it back to Pierce. Pierce looking. Maybe tries to find Nawacha, but it's kicked out by the Trojan. It's like Spartans ball. It's going to be thrown in by Kayla McMillan. Can't even imagine playing in this. I feel like I'd just be slipping everywhere on the field.
ooh, it looks like a player from the Campbell Spartans has gotten a bit of a cramp right now.
Oh, it looks like, yeah.
Yeah, these cramps can be pretty painful. I've experienced them myself, and they make you not want to do anything for a couple days.
And everything, weather is a big factor in that,
Oh yeah, totally.
too.
Especially with the rain, it makes them a bit more. It cools down their body, and that's not good for the muscles.
Like a good example, like in track, when you warm up, in cold weather, it's hard to get warmed up. I mean, it's literally in the name. You have to warm up. Right when you warm up, it's like cold again, so it's harder to run. See the same thing for soccer. So it was Brooke Suttle.
Yeah, especially with some thick hair, it's harder to get that out. It makes your head more moist, and it messes you up a bit more.
Yeah.
Caleb, have you experienced something like that before?
Oh, can you repeat that real quick?
Have you experienced something like that before?
No, I
Caleb?
mean, like, what did you, like, explain? Like,
Yeah, like a cramp.
oh, yes.
Yeah.
Probably, like, back in 06. But, they're going to throw it in. McMillan. And kick it way out. Hit by the Nakwacha. Maybe looking to kick it right in, and it's
Oh!
good! Nakwacha with the high kick to put in the goal.
They have just secured the win in this game. 9 minutes left. It's basically in the bag for the Spartans right now.
Adochi Nakwacha finally being able to capitalize off a goal with the many good looks that she's given to the Spartans so far. Way out by the Trojan, retrieved by Rachel Knight. It's hit out. Yeah, definitely looking like the Spartans retrieved their win for tonight. It's definitely confirmed. With only 9 minutes left and 3 goals made by the Spartans. Well, one of those being scored by the other team. But yeah, looks like it was kicked out by a Trojan. Kicked up by a Trojan. Received. Oh, smacked. McMillan fighting away for it. She throws it in. Received by Nagwacha. Mitchell. Mitchell out to Yazo. Yazo to McMillan. McMillan out to Mitchell. Mitchell to Yazo. Yazo just keep it alive, but it's breaked off by the Trojan.
This could be a chance for the Trojans to get on the score sheet.
Trojan try to gain some ground, but it's
wasted.
slightly off. Graham didn't bother touching it.
Spartan substitution number 11, Hannah O'Hegarty. And number 21, Elizabeth Battaglia.
Looks like Knight is going to kick it, but she looks like she kind of bumped into her there aggressively. Called a foul. And it's going to be kicked by a Trojan. A header by Yazo, retrieved by Cook. So we get a way out, hopefully. You get Spartans out there.
It's probably a better idea to let this ball just go out, defend it a bit, so it gives the Trojan the possession and the throw-in.
It's going to be thrown in by the Trojan. Looks like it was a bit out there. It's going to be thrown in by O'Hegarty, received by Yazo. Yazo to the corner. To Knight. Knight trying to find her way into the den. It's picked off, retrieved by a Trojan.
That was a good sense of control from Gonzalez right there.
Yeah, it's only Coraz and Gonzalez, 2 standout players for the Trojans. Only 2 players to really gain some ground for the Trojans so far in this game. Look, it's going to be kicked out and thrown in by Rachel Knight.
Spartan substitution, entering the game, number 9, Gabrielle Carroll. Number 15, Hayden Bosick. And number 16, Remy Baisden.
Spartans checking 3 for 3 players. It's going to be thrown in by Rachel Knight. Yazo is going to catch it. And it's like Talga. Or is it Carroll? It's it to Yazo. And looks like a Trojan fell.
Another potential injury may have occurred, but I mean she got up, so she's probably fine. At least it's not freezing outside like it has been in the past couple months.
I mean, in my opinion, it is. I need a jacket, but I'll be all right. It's like it's kicked way off in the corner. So I try to get it to Remy Basin. It's going to be thrown in by the Trojan. And kicked out by a Trojan. It's going to be the Spartans' ball. They're going to throw it in to Batuga. Tuga to Bosak. Dabson way out. Resets it out to Knight. That'll be Bahome. Sorry. And Trojan lets it or kicks it out. It's going to be thrown in by Hannah O'Hegarty.
After playing close to 80 minutes, it looks like the fatigue is starting to catch up with these players.
Definitely Yazo. Gonna find her way through, gets it split through to Batuga. Dabson gets in between to find Bosak. Way across. The Trojan.
She could score that.
Ooh. It's like Knight try to get a little shot between the defense. It was picked off. Looks like we're gonna have Spartan throw it in. Lucy Yazo. And with traffic, Spartan still trying to gain some. It's like everybody got their feet on that one.
Yeah, the whole team was in the small box inside the box.
And they keep going for it. Dabson doesn't make it go any further. Looks like Knight gets it to Yazo. She kicks it in, but it's hit off by the Trojan.
Yeah, she took her chances from the 30-yard line.
And Bath sit out, I think. I think it's going to be hit in by a Spartan. And it's back out. Kicked in by Lucy Yazo.
I think a good strategy to potentially score this is to have someone out in the middle and pass it to them and they just volley it. But
Definitely. It's like multiple people on the team were looking for the header, but it's kicked out. Looks like it's kicked in for the Trojan. Picked up, Mitchell. Gets it to O'Hegarty. She lands it. Let's get it back out to Dabson, but it's too strong.
to me, it looked like the wind may have altered that pass.
Yeah, definitely. The wind.
Rookie substitution number 18, Lily Colquitt.
There's a big pole in the middle of the track. I wonder what that does.
Those Wi-Fi routers. Throw it. Trojans are gonna throw it in. Oh, it's gonna be picked off back by the Spartans. It's like Basin. He's gonna try to look for it, but it's kicked out. It's gonna be thrown in, and Basin's gonna get it to Yazo. Yazo to Mitchell. Mitchell back out to Graham. Graham's gonna kick it out to Mitchell. Mitchell gets it to O'Hegarty, or tries to get it to O'Hegarty, but it's too much strength on it. Trojans are gonna throw it out or in. And
Spartans continue to have a strong
touched.
defense even towards the end of the game.
And that's a wrap.
That's That's a wrap between the ancient warriors, the Spartans versus the Trojans.